So we're going to be playing once again. We're on that ride to get to a 5-0. So we're going to be playing Cephalid Breakfast again. The same list I played previously. So if you haven't checked it out on, where are we at here? March Breakfast. If you haven't checked it out, you can check it out over on Moxfield. I'll put that deck list up in just a second, so you'll be able to see it. Just like before, we're on the 4 Nadu version, 2 days. Playing Memory's Journey, of course. There's not a lot of spice to this particular version. This is the stock list. Although we do have our sideboard guide up on our Patreon at patreon.com/eternaldurdles. So if you want to get involved with all of the sideboard guides that I put up there each month, you're welcome to join us there. Eternal Durdles is proud to be sponsored by Moxfield.com. Moxfield is the best deck building website on the internet. You can find all of my and Phil's decks in links below, including decks from this episode. And if you do, you'll be directly supporting the channel. All right, we will be on the play. That sounds great. Love to be on the play. Let's look at our hand here. This is not good. It's not good for several reasons. One, Urza Saga being our only land, that's not great. 2, Narcomoebas, not really what we want to start our hand at. So we're going to go ahead and mulligan this. This is an easy mulligan. All right. This is not great either, but yeah, this is a pitch. You gotta throw this back. If we knew that Farina was on, man, we're gonna keep this just in case our opponent. It's been pretty combo heavy as far as the meta is concerned. So it's not great to only have one malicious archive in the open. So let's just see what we can do. Okay, we're gonna we'll throw back the Shuko. Okay. Things could be terrible for us, but I mean, a 5 is not that much better, honestly. All right, here we go. Play this. Okay, we're going to put that right into the graveyard. We want lands right now. We need lands. But we also have double Force of Will, which is something. If our opponent starts, yeah, all right. Well, we're going to Force of Will. We're leaving them in the blind. Force of Will pitching Nadu. Let's leave him in the blind here. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Let's get out. The core, Nomad. We want our opponent nervous. If we can pull the turn 3 here, taking the damage. Okay. What do you got? Cabal Therapy. Yeah, go for it. Probably going to name Force of Will. We don't want to pitch our Nadu to that. At that point, we're literally losing both cards. Yeah, you got the other Force of Will. That's fine. Okay. If we can draw a green land, we're back in business. Okay. Right back in business. Unfortunately not. Okay, but we do now have... What did they name? Naming Cephalid Illusionist. Okay. Well, that's good. Now they know what's in our hand. We have the Daze and we have the Force. They're just trying to save their hand. All right. Well, this is an interesting one. Exile 1 card from target graveyard, draw a card. So that's not even a problem for me. Opponent's kind of dorked right now. I just need a land. That's rough. All right. We're going to keep right on attacking. We will daze something with the Meticulous Archive. Ooh. Let's do that, actually. Let's daze. Make them pay for it. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna need Force of Will. Oh, geez. And come on, Ginch. Full maniac level with this dog. All right. What just happened? They named Force of Will. Oh, God, Ginch. Relax. Okay. Just fix this real fast. The dog freaked out. All right. I think we're still good here. Okay. All right. So we've got another force, which is wonderful. We're going to put Time Raveler into the graveyard. And we'll attack. Just got to keep putting pressure on. This is not the worst case scenario, but it's certainly obviously not the best thing that could be happening for us right now. This is a sad game of Magic for both players. Okay. Now, remember, after board, they'll generally try and board into some sort of a fair plan where they Dark Ritual out some fatty. So I want to keep in my Swords to Plowshares here against them. Ideally, I win game 1 and just pivot game 2 to stopping a combo but playing a pretty fair game. I'm going to let them do all these things. Undercity Informer is going to get countered. We did it. We drew the other Force of Will. It's not great. We still need some kind of real pressure. This is the issue with this deck, is that our opponents... So here's the thing. I think that is definitely something I want to do. Yeah, let's get rid of that. It's not wonderful. But, you know, if my opponent has Dark Ritual and Balustrade Spy, then sure, he's got me. But we just kind of have to... Yeah. Now if I draw a Cephalid Illusionist, I can win the game. Yep. We're both just diddling right here. Trying to make our things happen. All right. There we go. All right. So I've got another chance to draw a land. So I have a ton of live draws in my deck right now to get me into this game. Gonna just keep attacking him with my 1/1 Nomad. Sad. All right. So we're gonna get a Hedge Maze if we survive this turn. Looks like we have. All right, let's get that Hedge Maze. Soul Read for me on the let's keep a not great hand with 2 Force of Wills and just pray. You know, we'll see if it pays off completely. Let's see if that pays off for him, Cotton. Bold move. Our opponent. All right, so we're gonna get that Hedge Maze. Get a little bit more selection. We're gonna put that right in the graveyard. You don't need that. We're done with need a mana. Man, I'm going to cast that in Archamiibo. Think I won't? I'll double. I'll half your clock. I don't think that. I think that. What's funny is I mean, they're not going to target me, but. Man. 6 cards in hand. Two of them are lands. My opponent just still can't pull it together. That's wild. Come on, deck. My opponent's waiting for me. Something's going on. There's a Thassa's Oracle. Come on, deck. What is happening here? I mean, I'm going to cast this Thassa's Oracle. Right? Because that puts him... Like, that puts our opponent in a situation where they have to... Like, I'm on the beatdown plan, obviously. Right? I've got to buy 2 turns. Okay. They're like, no, enough. I don't want to lose this way. All right, let's begin sideboarding. That was painful for both parties. So, hooray that we won that, but geez, at what cost? The cost of everyone's sanity. All right. So, things I want to do. Let's bring in a pair of consigns. Sure. Macabre. Sure. We'll bring in Ghost Vacuum. Let's bring in the Force Negations. Okay, now, we're going to remove 1 Illusionist. I don't think we're going to get there with Nadu, unfortunately. Prismatic Endings can go. Do need to keep the swords in the deck because we may actually need those. So I've got 3 more cards to come out. 1 Ponder. 1 Shuko. And 1 Misty Rainforest. Okay. Think kind of all we can do. Now remember, Oops likes to try and play into either some kind of a fair game after this, where they're like dark ritualing out some nonsense. All right, so this is not the worst opener. You know, we don't love having a Thassa's Oracle in our hand, but it doesn't matter. We have Force of Will and Force of Negation and Daze, and the swords. So I think we're in pretty good shape. We've got a lot of different ways to stop them on turn 1. We're gonna keep this. The Thassa's Oracle is just something we can pitch. I'll honestly probably start by pitching a Force of Will first. They kept a 7, which is pretty wild. And they're going to play a Boggart Bog. And start with a Thoughtseize. Yeah, you got it. You can have any 1 card from my opener. What if it's a Swords? Then we're in trouble. Nope, it's a Force of Will. Okay. All right. Sick. That's where we want to be. Okay, now I wouldn't say we're in the driver's seat, but we're certainly in a better spot than we were before. Mm-hmm. Okay, they're going to take they're not going to take the damage here because they can see that I can do things. All right. What we got? Oh, sweet. Okay, so we're going to play Urza Saga because we might have to just be on that plan, you know what I mean? We're going to play Urza Saga and we're going to be ready to brainstorm here. We got another force, which is great. We're in a pretty prime position here. Let's do this now, just in case that they try and like brainstorm something away from us. Oh wow. Okay, so we're gonna put back a pair of lands here. And we're probably going to get a tropical island here so that we can activate our... Yeah. Still got to do that thing. Okay. We're just going to be on the Urza Saga beatdown plan, I think. It's where we got to be. Mm-hmm. Okay. Get that trop. And we're going to pass turn. Here we go. Urza Saga beatdown plan. I think we want to counter this. Mm-hmm. I'm going to make a guy. Mm-hmm. Okay. We are going to make another guy. Right, there we go. Then we're going to get Ghost Vacuum. Love that. Then we're going to play this. Right, we're going to do 5 damage. Let's do another Tundra. Okay, tap this. Like, we have to go beat down. We got to go beat down. That's just the way it is. I'm not even mad about it. All right, we've got protection. And we've got him dead next turn. So, kind of is what it is. I think we're in a good spot here. As good as it gets. Uh-huh. Sure. Got to pay for it. And I can just swords and attack. Yep. Okay. Well, you know, sometimes you get lucky and you just do the thing, right? Can't really complain about that. All right. Hey, Legacy fans, since you're enjoying the show, please like and subscribe to the video. It helps the channel grow.
Support Eternal Turtles on Patreon so we can create even more content and cover events.
Patreons get an ad-free RSS feed, 4 bonus episodes a month, and Discord recognition. Join the Dirtle Maniacs at patreon.com/eternaldirtles.
Now back to the show.
All right. Well, this is a bummer. If I could take this brainstorm and this swords and turn them into lands, I'd be like, we're keeping this. All right. Well, we're definitely mulliganing this. This is an easy, like, we know what's going on here. We have to mulligan here. Opponent won the die roll, seems. That sideboard plan seemed pretty solid against that deck. Just like become Urza Saga beatdown if you have to. You know, there's plenty of ways for you to kill that deck. So we're going to mulligan this. This is slightly better, not great. We'll put back a swords. Keep that and throw swords back. And we're done. Hopefully we just draw another land here. That would be nice, but we're going to probably go Tundra Ponder here. We'll see what happens. My opponent did also mulligan to 6 cards, and they mulligan to 5, so maybe they're on oops too. Okay. They kept 5 cards. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. I don't know what's going on here, but at this point, nothing good. All right, so we're gonna. I mean, at least we know it's probably Dredge, honestly. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna. More than likely, they're on Dredge. There we go. Okay. Let's do. Man, we need like yet another turn for this. Okay, so let's do core, flooded strand, cavern. Yeah. Use Ponder's ability. No. And then we will pass turn. We'll get the core eventually. It doesn't. We don't need to. You know. Also, like, yeah. Okay, my opponent is on Dredge for sure, which means that I am in a relatively good spot to be able to make this to turn 3. Cabal Therapy. Okay. I hit no targets there. So we're going to say wizard. Right? We're not going to play it. We're going to chill. We may need to. I think we should swords this guy. Yeah, we're going to do that. Let's swords him now. Okay. Just in case they draw something that can get them there. Yeah, they're going to surveil that. I think. Yeah, we don't want to. We don't want to put ourselves in a situation where we're too worried about that right now. There's Poxwalkers. There's the Thug. Like, okay. Through the breach. Okay. I think we got this. Opponent. I don't know what my opponent could do right now that would mess me up, but you know, you just never know. Okay. So now we will draw our guy here. We'll get an island. And we'll make some blue wizard mana. Okay. Dredge. Not really prepared for Dredge. And who is? Let's be honest. So, things we want against Dredge. Consign to Memory is a card that stops their Thassa's Oracle. Ghost Vacuum. Let's put in some Fairy Macabres. There's not a ton. Like, I don't think Prismatic Ending's really where I want to be. And, like, Swords is probably not where I want to be. And we might walk that back. But I think right now, all of that looks okay. We'll just go from there. And I don't think Swords Plowshares is a card that I is going to be relevant in this particular matchup, unless they get like Hogak out, and then if they do, like I'm trying to do my own thing with the Cephalid Illusionist. If I see a Hogak, I've got another game to re-sideboard, so we'll see what happens. If I see a Hogak and it kills me, like that's really what it comes down to. Do I want to take out one Shuko for one Pithing Needle? Let's do that. Let's do that. Just in case. Just to be like, I'm going to go full shields down on you. Maybe one Force of Will for a Fairy Time Raveler. Do it like that. Two, I mean, only because then I can at least bounce the thing, but also like if I get to a point where I'm like, okay, you're completely shields down, I don't know. I honestly have no idea what to expect from the sideboard of this deck. The deck can be super explosive, but I saw that they didn't have an explosive hand. Thanks to Mafuz Van Gogh, I have an idea about this deck. You can check out. We have an interview with him from a few months back. Okay, this is bad. Let's mulligan this. That's ridiculous. This is slightly better. We'll keep this. All right. We're gonna get rid of a Brainstorm here. Say done. Leyline of the Void. Yeah, it's fine. That's why I have Fairy. Okay. If they crack it, right? Careful study. Okay. Bridge and Grave Troll. I think now is a great time to just get rid of Bridge, get rid of Grave Troll. Right? There we go. All right. I'm going to cast Brainstorm. Oh, Jesus. I'll put those away. Crack this. And let's put a Meticulous Archive into play. We're going to keep that on top. Okay. let's do that. Let's do this now. Let's get a hedge maze just to get a little bit better selection before we do the thing. I'm gonna keep it on top. And let's ponder. Okay, so we're gonna any order these and use the ability. Woof. Okay. Maybe I should have shuffled them, but at least I've got time. Jeez, man. I can almost hard cast Force of Will right now. Oh, maybe they're doing something. Nope. Sure. Actually, no, cancel. Now I can actually cast Force of Will if I have to. Damn, I hate that. I mean, that's fine. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. All right. Now I'll force it. Probably going to try and cast. Okay, no? All right. So let's just get what we can out of the deck. There we go. One less land. Okay. Let's ponder. Jeez, man. Okay, any order. Shuffle. Ghost Vacuum's hot. Okay, love that. All right. We're going to Ghost Vacuum. I'm just going to get rid of that Golgari Thug there. Okay. And I think the jig is sort of up on me holding the Cephalid illusionist for no reason. Okay. That is interesting. I'm gonna force it. If they care about it that much, seems like forcing it might be the thing to do. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Man, this is tough. So many great targets for my opponent. Hopefully, um, and like with the days, like I'm just not able to do much with the days. I will end up. All right. So again, they didn't get much. All right. Wow. Just not great for me either. All right. So let's play that. That's so bad. Okay. So let's get rid of bridge from below. Interesting. Okay. So, I mean, I'm definitely going to start attacking, right? All right. There we go. I think I have to wait now on the ghost vacuum. The dog's going nuts. All right. They've got plenty of cards in their yard. Another faithful suiting. I'm hoping that they whiff again. That would be sick. If they whiff again, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous to whiff this many times. My opponent has to be thinking, like, what is going on? Okay, there's a troll. Mm-hmm. The two Cephalid Colosseums is rough. Would be so cool if I just was able to grab. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna do that now. You gotta do it in response, of course. All right. All right, let's see what their graveyard looks like now. They got an Archimedes out of that. And a Thug. Okay. Sure. Nothing's looking great for me here. But also, things aren't going well for my opponent. They're not going bad. Like, they're going to get some Poxwalkers. That's fine. I need, like, it'd be so sick if I could just, like, yeah. You go ahead and surveil. Mm-hmm. 11 cards left, huh? Yeah. Um, yeah. All right, we're F6 right now. I don't think there's a ton I can do here. It's a lot of guys. I basically have to draw to ferry into a core nomad, which, look, those cards exist in the deck. So we'll see what happens. But we were in a bad spot to begin with, let's be honest. There were ways out of this. I could have, like, taken that pithing needle back all that time ago. What are you targeting with that? Go guard Great Troll. Sure. Why not? Again, like, it doesn't matter. They've got enough creatures to kill me either way. They don't have the thing in their yard that they need to actually attack, so I've got that going for me. All right, here we go. Yep, that's game. They got me on that one. All right. All right, game 3. Let's take one more look at our opener here. Our hand. Can't prismatic ending it away. Like, Force of Negation's better than the Force of Wills. Almost feels better. Like, I don't care about this. Let's get that and that. Take out a Nadu and an illusionist. Put in one more. Oh, one more of those. We don't need 2 Thassa's. Okay. And, let's hope and pray that we've got what we need here. Actually, let's do that. Uh-oh. Nope, okay. I will definitely be on the play. Okay, again, this is like, what is happening here? We're going to mulligan this. This is fine, I suppose. We'll put back the brainstorm. Keep. I guess we'll put back the days. And we'll just start with a Heath into a core nomad. It's a bottom card. Oh, they're out there. Mulliganing, huh? Mulligans to 5. Trying to find that ley line, huh? Okay. If I had to force something, I would pitch a brainstorm for it. Let's force the Lion's Eye Diamond here. It might be worth doing this time. Sure. Let me get a name. Cephalid Illusionist. Got to, right? You got to name Cephalid Illusionist. Can't just lose. Yeah. Can't just lose to a 1/2, right? Okay, so we'll play this. We're gonna get a Hedge Maze. Put that in the yard. And let's ponder. Oh, right. Okay. Let's do it like this. We're gonna do needle, macabre on top. Nope. Start getting in there. Mm-hmm. Okay. That and that. Okay. Here we go. Breaking for it. Let's go. Oof. Oof. Okay. Do we just keep this? God, I hate it. No. Any order. We're going for gold, guys. We're not sitting around doing nothing. Oh, that's even worse. All right, well. Literal F around and find out here. We'll see what we can do here. Opponent might not have a play right now, which would be nice. Man, I wish I had a wish I had kept that those 3 cards, honestly. Yeah, sure. All right, they got a bridge. Okay. Now I really wish I'd have kept it. We got 6, huh? Okay. Still fishing. There it is. Put that back, and we're going to put that back. We're going to cast it. They got me. They got me. Got it. Okay. All right. Don't hate this opener. It's not great, but it ain't bad. Against the fair deck, we're good. So we're going to keep this. And we're just going to chill. We'll get a archive. Okay, they'll get an archive. Okay, some kind of 4-color situation, probably. I don't think I need that. We can put that in the graveyard. Now they know what we're doing. But I don't want to draw that. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then we will get let's see. Are they the 4-color situation here? A ponder. Yeah, you can ponder. All right. So okay. Are they just rocking the fill? We got somebody on Miracles at Murktides. Hedge maze. think we can. I'm going to keep that on top because we're just going to keep playing them. We're just going to slam them, slam them, slam them, slam them. They're going to keep having to get rid of them. We're going to trade. That'll be fine. We're going to go wizard. We're going to make some green or blue wizard mana. We'll make green and white. And we'll just put this wizard onto the board that my opponent cannot counter. Hopefully my opponent doesn't try and counter it. That's a terrible idea. Don't do that. Okay, we know that they have a force of will now. So that's cool. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, got to get rid of that soul. Yep. Got to get rid of that cavern. Okay. Now we know they have. Let's ponder. So this could be a few things. Okay, so let's That's interesting. Okay, so let's do Days, Nomad, Strand. No. I'm going to play the Strand. We're going to play the Nomad. Okay. Cool with that. Swords. You got it. Mm-hmm. Now we know that they have a force because they showed me a force. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do here is force the opponent into killing the illusionist. Yeah, there it is. Okay, you got it. You were able to daze me. Okay. Got the value out of the daze. Mm-hmm. Okay, you got a Narcomoeba. All right. Core. I'll pass. Now it's just about jockeying. I would really like. So we know that they have. Okay, so let's ponder. I'm gonna stop my ponder. What is happening? Okay. I'm down to fight over that if that's what you want to do. Yeah, I love that. I am more than happy to do that. Okay, so got Winged Wisdom, Shuko. Okay, so let's do Days, Winged Wisdom, Shuko. No. Okay. Now I'm gonna follow up with Winged Wisdom next turn. Hopefully, we'll see how this goes. I'm okay with Hull Breacher stealing one card from me. Knew that we had to play around. Like now we've got the Nadu as like another thing we can do. Yeah, you can attack me. Yeah, we've got the Nadu as another thing we can do over and over again, and they'll eventually run out of answers for it. I'm not worried about 3 damage a turn. It's not going to cause any real trouble for me. It's the dazes that are actually going to be a problem for me. So if he gets to continue dazing over and over again, that puts me in a little bit of trouble. But we just got to kind of see what happens. Yeah. Okay. It's on the stack. Okay. That's fine. And I have the Shuko. Wow. I mean, you got to give it to him at that point, right? Yeah. It's fine. All right. I'm not worried about that. All right. There we go. Perfect. We'll just keep doing it. We're just going to keep doing it. Come on. Really? This is ridiculous. I love that. It sucks that they have the answer for it, but I mean, whatever. All right, you got me. I mean, I could. Yeah. Just blue-white control. I have the one low resources. Like, let's play that. We'll bin that. I'm gonna play this. Sure. I mean, I have a chance here. If I draw a Cephalid, I can prismatic a guy and win the game from there. God. All right. Well, I mean, let's just go to the next game. I can't actually win because I would need the creatures to make it happen. They had all the interaction. We can't fault them for that. All right, this is a very fair matchup, huh? Let's begin sideboarding. What can we do about this deck? All right, we could play another Teferi. I honestly don't see any other things that would be specifically good against this player. I mean, I guess Orange Chant, right? We'll take out one Nadu and maybe a Misty. Maybe actually, let's do a Misty here because we actually want actively to get so one Nadu, one Misty. Yeah, we actually do want to hit Urza Sagas because they're our best way to interact with this deck. Even though they are also playing Wasteland for some reason. At least now that we know what they're on. Okay, so I'm into this. I'm going to keep. I like this a lot, actually. Keep, slam, nomads. What's my opponent doing here? They're deciding right now whether or not they want to keep or not. So there's a couple options here. I think so. Island Ponder is probably my best play here. I can protect the nomads. Right. Ooh, loving this. Okay. So let's do swords, then saga, then strand. Ponder's ability. No. And we're just going to pass turn. And I am going to just try to make Urza Saga my plan this game. All right, in doing that, I guess the smartest play here is to just play the Urza Saga now. Make them have the interaction. It's not a lot that I can do otherwise, so I think that's the play. Fetching Mystic Archive. Yeah. They're looking for Wasteland now, because this game has just become about the Urza Saga. Yeah, look at that. Love that. All right, I'm going to hit the old one button there. Let them do their thing here. Nice. All right, so we're going to get an Urza Saga token, which is sick. Okay. Okay. We're just waiting on my opponent here. We're going to draw the... Is it Floodstrand? Core Nomads or something like that? I forget what it was. Swords. It was a swords. That's fine. Come on, dude. You're taking too long. All right. My opponent has washed out for a moment. But yeah, I think the plan here is to go full Urza Saga, right? There we go. Let them take their turn. Okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna make a dude. Untap. We're gonna make another dude. Right. And we'll get a shoot go off of that. And we're gonna play another Urza Saga. We want to get as many Urza Sagas as we can as fast as possible. Like, our plan is full on Urza Saga rush game. So next turn, these guys will be worth 5 damage. All right, pass. Yeah, that's what I thought. Love that. He has to keep using. This also puts them in a situation where they have to just like, yeah, that's fine. I love that. Create maps. I actually have a creature to explore. Man, I would have tapped mana for that had I thought about that. Anyhow. Okay. Play this. Let's I revealed a daze. Yes, I will put that in my graveyard. I think actually, let's just equip. I mean, not ideal, but we're getting somewhere. My opponent is. I've got all the answers, I suppose. The answer man. Okay. Let's play a core. And why not give him the old explore? Hell yeah. I'll put another one of them in. All right. Now what I really need. You want to attack in? Okay. You got another one? Sure. Rude. Well, I hate it. I do. Absolutely obnoxious. All right. So, of course, that happens. We'll do any order. Use Ponder's ability. Yes. Ugh. Well, kind of is what it is there. Don't want to play that yet because he might have something. But I do want to attack him. We got 2 blue, huh? Okay. Yeah, you got a Murktide. And a blue. Okay, come on. Which is sick. Okay. All right. Okay. What is happening with my opponent right now? All right. Just waiting on a decision here. Could be anything. Ideally, they don't have any interaction here, and I can just play my Nadu, which would be sick. Okay, so we'll get that. We're going to call that Wizard Mana. Yep. Okay. I'm going to make some green Wizard Mana. We play Nadu. Right? Mm-hmm. Just need, like, a little help here. Rough. Okay, well. On the bright side. All right, let's get rid of Worm's Chant, I suppose. No, we're not attacking. I guess we'll get rid of, Worm's Chant. Come on. Come on, deck. We'll get rid of Worm's Chant. Oh, gotta go down to 7. Worm's Chant and a Nomad. Okay. Come on, deck. Really not going to hit any land at all? Okay, there we go. You got it. Nah, I'm not going to pay the 1. All right. Now, did I get it? I got it. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. It can be done. Got to just do the combo. All right. My opponent is all over the place. So, I think it's interesting here. Obviously, back to basics is some bullshit. So let's get that in here. Let's throw 1. What we want to do here? 1 ponder out. It's a slow trip. And I think that's what we do. Okay. They'll be on the play. This hand doesn't look amazing, but it does have Urza Sagas. So, all right, we're going to keep Want to deal with that. Okay. I mean, hey, if you're gonna, all right. Be nice to just draw a swords here. Oh, so good at this game. Just draw the sword splashers. Probably get dazed. Like, let's be honest. That seems to be what my opponent's doing, but I can't afford to not cash in on this, because if they would have dazed. Come on. I feel like they would have dazed if they had the daze there instead of the force. Just because there's nothing, like they don't need tempo against me necessarily. But they don't know that, honestly. The way the opponent's been playing, I don't know that they know that like tempo isn't like where you get me against this deck. But we'll have to see what happens here. We put my opponent on a not great situation because they're at 3 cards in hand right now. Probably one of them is a land. Maybe 2 of them are a land. I'll gladly take the tick down right now. I need that. I need all the time I can get on the clock. It's going to be a quick one for me. Literally, my plan is to Urza Saga my way through this game. There it is. Another Force of Will. Wow. Okay. Well, we were able to grind out the value there. Now we have to assume that our opponent just like doesn't even have a what have they gotten rid of? Hull Breacher. Okay. I mean, it's definitely something to fight over. Imagine my opponent just doesn't have any other lands. That'd be crazy. That is rough. Okay. So we are going to play smart. Put this island into play. Put a core out there. My opponent might be in a world of pain right now. They don't have an extra land. That's rough. Because they don't even get to draw these cards. It's just cards they have. Oof. All right. We're going to play that. Right. Okay, we're attacking. We are in the attack mode. I think my opponent just getting dunked on with his own mana base. It's pretty rough. Well, at least you got your land. Super rough. I hate that. I'm definitely going to counter. If they've got it, they've got it. Like, come on. Good God. Okay. I guess I get a big honking guy. All right, let's see. Wow. Okay. So let's do that. Real. Yeah, we'll put that in the yard. No. No. We're not going to put that in the yard. We're going to put that there. Okay. Come on, deck. Time to Time to jam. No, we're not playing that. I'm just attacking. No, come on. Okay. We're going all the way. Here's a brainstorm. Oh, no, here's Lavinia. Okay. Trying to find that other land. Sick pull for me. We're just getting in with this 3/3. Play it again. Yeah, land cycle Lorien Field. That's one way to get more land. Yeah. You got it. That's fine. Give me a green mana source, please. Nope. Shuko. I'll cast it, though. We're on the beatdown plan. Here we go. Just trying to make things happen here. Gotta find a swords for my 4/3 nomad. What an embarrassing beatdown plan I'm on here. There's the swords. You got it. I'm F6. Now I need a green source. There it is. Tropical Island. All right. All right, we're in business here. We did it. Family. Oh, we gotta let that off the stack. All right. Okay, here we go. We're out here doing our very best with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. Yep. All right. My opponent has 2 mana in the strap. I think they're going to have to concede to me on this one. We're going to play the old days game. Okay, come on. There we go. Got there. 3-0. Not too shabby, guys. Doing all right. Okay. We're going to pause this and then come back in just a moment. so that we can have a solid game here. Finding the right high-end cards for legacy, vintage, pre-modern, or old-school Magic can be challenging. That's where our friends 3-for-1 Trading come in.
3-for-1 Trading is one of Europe's top Magic the Gathering retailers with an incredible selection of premium singles, sealed product, and even full sets, all available with free, fast, and secure worldwide shipping.
They add fresh inventory every Wednesday with weekly deals and discounts. So whether you're hunting for that elusive piece of power, a legacy staple, or something spicy for your collection, they've got you covered.
First high-end orders over $500 or €500, use the code EDFREE to get free worldwide shipping.
Check them out now at the number 3, the number 4, the number 1.gg/ED. That link takes you right to the shop and helps support the channel.
Huge thanks to 3-for-1 Trading for supporting the Legacy community. Now back to the show.
All right. So I look at my opener and it seems like it's going to be fine. Here we go here. Let's pause. So look at my opener, ponder, and I'm just going to go for a little bit more mana. Really what I'm looking for here is a way to get around just finding the threat I need. I don't know what my opponent's on right now. So turns out they're on lands, which is a little rough for me. I think Days on Benevolent Rumble is a fine play. I would have been happy to see that play pretty much at any time just to stay in the game and stop them. So then we've got a crop rotation, and I'm like, oh god, here we go. But they're going into the Urza Saga plan. So I'm not too worried about it. I think from here, yeah, we're just going to decide to try to go combo and pray to God we can get it. And then we got the construct beatdown happening, and I come pretty close during this game to figuring it out, finding what I need. And then the Soul Guide Lantern kind of that's going to be a problem with the Soul Guide Lantern, right? So I need to find a couple things. One, I need to find so here we go. We've got our wizard bird guy here, but we can't attack in. Obviously, we're not going to try and attack in. But what we need to do is get rid of that Soul Guide Lantern, and we also need a core. Without those things, we're just not even going to be able to see another a way around the Soul Guide Lantern because we don't have access to the green mana we need, and it's a little too slow right now. So I decide that I can do Shuko and play Shuko. All right, so now we're drawing stuff. We needed that land. That was the important part. Now that we have the land, we can use the prismatic ending on the Soul Guide Lantern, removing their ability to do that, stop our combo, and then we just win that round, right? Win that game. So, on to game 2. Let's see it. All right, so game 2. Let's stop and look here. I decided that having a lot of graveyard hate was a good plan against my opponent, and I have a relatively all right. If I draw another land, I'm gonna get to do the Nadu thing. They don't really have a lot of disruption. This isn't this is Turbo Depths. It seems like they're not playing anything to disrupt my combo, so I'm sort of in on this plan, and I can stop some graveyard shenanigans from happening. So this is where I'm going to go. My opponent rolls in early with, I just decided that I don't want to be Thespian staged. So that's what I choose here. And we're not, able to, again, with the Titan, I'm not too worried about it because I can just, get rid of it if they try and cast it. We got the Shuko. Now my opponent is almost definitely going to get rid of my land with the Wasteland. They do. I am really worried about Life from Loam, but not too worried. I have the Force of Negation, which lines up perfectly against that card. And I still had tons of graveyard hate. Tons of graveyard hate. Too much graveyard hate, actually. So we sit down, we look at what we got going on here, and we just need land, right? We just need to see something. And the story of this game is it's going to be me trying to find land. My opponent gets to start attacking with these construct tokens, and things are starting to look bad for me. But we drew another nomad. So now they've got 2. They're going to get a pithing needle. What are they getting a pithing needle for? For Shuko, which would be a good call if I have 2 core nomads in my hand, and I need a white land, right? I need a white land, so I would fetch a Savannah here if I got a chance to. All right, cool. So now we've got lands, but we're looking at like really getting beat down here. And so I decide that my best case scenario here is going to the Nadu plan, but then my opponent plays a Tabernacle, and that sets me back yet another turn. I got to pay for it. So then I'm looking, and I'm not seeing anything. So I think at this point, I've decided that I'm dead on board, and my only option here would have actually been to play the Core Nomad. So I obviously conceded here, but the smart option would have been for me to play the Core Nomad, and have an extra blocker so that I could untap and try and do the Nadu thing. But then I drew the Thassa's Oracle, which pretty much puts me in a situation where the only way I could win is if I get enough lands in play off of Nadu and the Core to set me up to take down the game, and that just didn't happen in this particular game. So let's check out the final round here, final match, final game, I should say. And that one goes a little bit better for me. All right, let's hit the old play button here. All right, so let's look at my opener here. I mull to 6. Look at this hand, and I'm like, I have the 1/2. Like, let's just make it work, right? Core. If we're gonna do this, I'm like, I just need like some kind of graveyard hate. Okay, no wasteland. I dodged the wasteland. I'm going to play the land. Okay, do I have it? Do they have anything they can do to stop it? I think I decided halfway through doing this combo that I was going to go about halfway through to see if they wanted to concede and then stop, because I wanted to have green mana in order to do my what's called what's the word I'm looking for? In order to do Memory's Journey, just in case, but then they conceded, so got there on that one. And then I was 4-0. Looks like we missed that one, so we're going to do it again. Okay. 4-0. Lost the die roll. Can't win every one. 4-0 though. Not mad about it. That is exactly where I want to be at 4-0. It would be really cool to get our first challenge 5-0 of the year after putting out that New Year's resolution. So we'll have to see how things go. Opponent probably is trying to scope out what the hell I play. Fortunately, there are no answers for them because I do not place. So good luck. You'll never know. Or like that would be sick if they just decided that they weren't gonna be able to do the thing. All right. Wow. That's not great. Let's see here. Well, I don't think this is a keepable hand. I have to mulligan this. This is also bad. But at least I have a force I'm going to keep. If I really have to, we're going to put back the Dread Return, obviously, and say done. Okay, we're on some kind of blue-red situation. Oh, okay. Looking like show and tell? Huh. Okay. Well, that says to me that I don't need mana right now. We will put that on top. I don't need mana this turn, I should say. Let's cast stock up. All out. Not much I can do about that. I wish I had a daze. That daze would be so good right there. Honestly, don't know how to compete against these style of decks, so we're on a steep learning curve right now. All right, so let's do this. All right, I got the Tundra. I'm going to go ahead and ponder here. All right. Guess that's fine. So let's do Brainstorm, Fairy, Saga, and then we'll follow up with the Fairy next turn. Mm-hmm. All right, so if my opponent is on like Show and Tell Emrakul, I'm in trouble, obviously, but at least I could. I don't even think I want to play the Nadu in that scenario. We want to play the Fairy so that we can bounce the Emrakul, and then we have this as a counterspell backup, which is not ideal, but it just is where we're at. Okay, Show and Tell. We're gonna force. They obviously have the answer here. Like, you don't have that many cards in your hand and not have a Force of Will to back up your Show and Tell. It would be sweet if they just didn't have anything cool to put into play. Yeah, there it is. To be expected. I don't have anything to put into play. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Okay. Sure. That is technically a thing I can do. All right. Well, I mean, you get to see 10 cards, which sucks for me. Not really a giant fan of that. see what they put in their hand here. All right, so they've got another Traxa, Sneak Attack, Omniscience, Show and Tell. Yeah, all these things are so bad for me. So what do you take? Show and Tell, Omniscience, and yeah, why not? I am in absolute danger here. All right. White, blue. Yeah, I'll return that to your hand, I guess. Here's another Show and Tell. Absolutely terrible for me. I have nothing to show, nothing to tell. Yeah, this is bad on so many levels. All right, we're going to go to the next game. It's obvious that I cannot beat that. I probably didn't want to think about it now. I probably did not want to tick down Fairy, but like them drawing all those cards, it's ridiculous. I'm not going to be able to do that. All right, let's get as much of our counter magic. Let's throw that there. I guess that's fine. Worms Chant, I guess. Okay, now Swords Plowshares are kind of worthless in this matchup. Like once they get any of this stuff out, the game is over. These are not very good. All right, so there's that. Anything else here is good. Maybe that, and then remove one. Days is fine. It's not great, but like kind of whatever. All right, we'll remove one Nadu. We just have to be the faster combo deck, which is, you know, sure, fine. It's not ideal. We're in a bad state. Atrax is just so bad for us. Almost like they should get rid of that card. It's just not. If it comes down, it's just like the absolute worst. It should have just said like if you cast this, I would have been fine with that. Okay. This is bad. That is somehow worse. Okay, looks like we're just going to keep mulliganing into oblivion here. All right, this is at least something. And we'll get rid of the 2 lands, I think. Keep. And then we will put Meticulous Archive and... Nope, cancel. We'll put Hedge Maze and Meticulous Archive on the bottom. Done. Opponent just kept 5 cards. Kept 7 cards like a G. Absolute unit. So I think the plan here is we do Windswept Heath. Yeah, I think we have to. We have to be that guy. Because if they turn 1 Show and Tell, at least we can put down Nadu and draw a bunch of cards and see if we can get there. Right? That is at least a plan that we can have. Uh-huh. Nope. Oh, Magus. Okay. Like, that's terrible for me. I do hate it. Here's a mountain. Okay. Well, life is absolutely a wash right now. On the bright side, I can't do anything about this, so kind of is what it is. Yep. I have some outs here. Like, top decking an island would be super sick right now. Come on. Come on, deck. Wake up. Here's the funny thing is like, sure. Uh-huh. I might eventually get a chance to cast spells. Right? Should attack in. Suppose, right? I can just get an island. It's not great. I mean, that's the thing is like sometimes your opponent's on the Magus of the Moon plan and you just lose. So kind of is what it is. I mean, this whole time, if I could just get one single solitary. Oh, come on. I mean, it's a race for him to. Like, I have a few live draws now with the. I think I actually took out the swords, so the swords is not even an answer right now. I need a Shuko, which will at least put me in the game in some capacity. Another core will put me in the game as well. Nope, not fee. Sneak attack. That's cool. Sure. All right. Yeah, wonderful. Neat. Well, I think I've lost. My opponent is definitely going to sneak attack in an Atraxa next turn. And I'm just supposed to sit here and be like, cool. If they do, then they win. Oh, no. Pretty wild. I'm surprised. Honestly, very surprised. I just assumed I was dead. Come on. Oh, we're doing it. I don't even care. Counter it. Of course. Got to, right? Got to. I'm going to shoot another one next turn. Ooh, can I please get, can I please? Oh, God, I'm doing it again. I'm just going one more time. All right. Here's another one. Did I get it? You got me. But I've got a Shuko. Now I can block your guy. This is sad. Okay. Okay, so we're going to put that back and that back. Yeah, we're going to say sneak attack. Here we go. We could get there, guys. It might happen. I should have been attacking with this core nomad the whole time, but, you know. Nice. Now they're locked behind this. I'm in the driver's seat. I don't like that. I should have actually cast Orm's Chant. All right, now I can't cast anything. Yep. Wow, I cannot believe this game is even coming close to being where it's at right now. So stressful. So stressful. Okay. What are you going to do? What is happening here? Magus of the Moon. We're going to counter it. All right. Here we go. Draw my dude. Got there. Jeez. Holy shnikes. All right. We are one game away from a 5-0. All right. So I think we have to just assume that like that could happen. We're going to remove these fairies. Orange Chant was fine. Ugh. I think we take out one Misty here. And one Ponder. And just where we got to be, I think. All right. My opponent is on the play. Can't believe we got there. Insane. That's why we never surrender. Play it out. All right. My opponent is deciding whether or not they want to go lower. I don't know what's happening with my opponent right now. Oh, they're deciding. Okay. Come on. We are one game away from a 5-0. Can we just get like a solid opener? Maybe an opponent that's just like, I'm going to quit. I would take it right now. I would take it for the 5-0. We're doing great work, though. Opponent is taking a moment to figure out what their plan is. They are choosing to play first. I have no green cards, but I do have a Plains and a Swords, and I have a Force of Will. I think I got to keep this. I can stop a Blood Moon. Yeah, you got it. Go Ponder. Ponder out yonder. I even have the Disenchant if I really need it. Not in a great position here, but there have certainly been worse positions for me to be in here. Knowing that I have options for swords helps a lot. Really sucks when my opponent gets a show and tell off, though. I really have to stop that from happening. I could have brought in consigns to stop the Traxa trigger. It would have been a move. Really hoping I draw a land that is also blue here. because I will fetch an island in a heartbeat. Opponent's really taking up the clock, trying to think about what they want to do. This is not a fun matchup because you have to worry about them doing their combo thing while you're trying to do theirs, while you're trying to do yours, and they have a ton of interaction. So you really want to make sure that you have backup to their interaction, and it's like every single play is just like a ping pong across the board about what you can do. What I'm really hoping for here is that my opponent wants to be on the like now. The bummer of that is like they went hardcore into the Magus, and Magus actually kind of screwed them a little bit. Although it didn't seem like they had a lot of action. Got to be honest. All right. Opponent was at 14 minutes when we started this game. If each game action takes them 5 minutes, we'll just be able to win on time. And that'll be wonderful for us. They may just be like, okay, like we have it. We just need to like make sure that we get it through. Let's think about all of our plays. You know, that's a thing. I would love to put them into a position where they think that it's good to play a Magus of the Moon against me next turn. But I think they're back on their show and tell plan now. I think they sided out show and tell, and now they're just back on it. I would really like a blue fetch land or an island. Straight island would be great. Although I do have answers for Magus either way. Ow. Okay. Opponent's taken all of the clock. All of the clock here. So hopefully I'd like to actually play out the game. That would be way more interesting than just sitting here for 10 minutes. But, you know, while we're doing that, let's talk about swinging big for the ban and restricted list. I'd like to see a lot of cards taken off the ban and restricted, or hit the ban list this time. Like I want to see like a modern level, like last time they swung big for modern. I want to see something like, you know, they needed to get rid of Entomb and Mycosynth spawn, sowing Mycospawn, I should say. So sowing Mycospawn, obviously a problem for any control deck that wants to play basics. Like that's just duh. But on top of that, I think that okay, here we go. All right, we're back on our turn. Okay, so we're going to play a plains and pass turn. Now I can force if I need to. I can even. All right. Looks like my opponent just like sputtered out for a second. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, something's happening. Oh man, I hate it. Everything about this is just terrible for me. Stock up. I don't like that at all. Let's force it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, at least we get them this way. Right? They're going to get 2 cards. And look at a lot of cards. Get 2 cards. I'm in trouble, though. I hate that I don't get to see any of these cards, too. It's rough. All right, so one of those cards was just an extra mana. Let's hit it. All right, there we go. Okay. Okay. So let's do this, that, and we won't use it. Okay. There's the show and tell. Super hateful. Don't love it. I'll put this land into play, I suppose. We'll say wizard. Right? Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Just going to cast another one. Right? Ooh, all of those are terrible. Oh, Emrakul. Game is over. Good game. Let them know. Good game. All right. We lost it. Oh, well. Almost got a 5-0. Well, 4-1, not too shabby with this deck. Learned some things. I could have played a little bit better in some spots, but I was fortunate enough to get where I wanted to go. That said, we played, I think, as good as we possibly could have in the last match. I think that we were, I think one of the things that we could have done is we could have Nature's Chanted the Mana Rock to stop them from casting the stock up with a backup of the counter magic. So that's something we need to do for next time. But with that said, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the button. You can always check out my sideboard guides over at patreon.com/eternaldurdles. And thank you all for watching. Before you go, I need some help. Please subscribe to this channel and do your part to help sustain the legacy content ecosystem. Just subscribing to this channel goes a long way to reminding YouTube that people love and support this format. Now, if you really want to go the extra mile, you should think about supporting us through Patreon. Both the links for subscription and Patreon are right here. And if you're listening on an audio format, you can go to patreon.com/eternaldurdles. Thanks so much for watching.